I was intrigued in the conversation by the idea of AI Supreme Court judges who would never have to take leave. They just work away. Yeah, happy, whatever, thoughtful Independence Day. That's my first poem. Celebrate beginning of Independence Day, 1777. Not quite independence. Prequel to a revolution, prequel to a constitution protecting property rights of slave owners, prequel to a civil war, and an emancipation goodness. Prequel to a civil war and an emancipation proclamation, 1863, January 1st. Prequel to freeing of slaves 2 years later, a long, ponderous journey trudging towards freedom, trudging towards independence, still nearly 60 years later, granting women the right to vote. 3 years later, the same right to Native peoples, the right to hold office, the right to participate in democracy, along with their Black compatriots. While a railroad is built to link the country, sacrificing 4,000 Chinese, the rest unable to go home, indigent drifters along the tracks they built, completed in 1863, contributing to Black emancipation and the end of the Civil War, but not the end of segregation, not the end of white supremacy, as we still trudge towards real democracy. And then, thank you. Then I have a tip of the hat to the weather yesterday. Fierce wind. The wind blew fiercely today, blew the birds into stasis or chaos. Pelicans flew close to the churning bay waters, scooping up small fish flying against the wind, as we walked unsteadily on paths of sand, feeling bursts of wind splashing sand against our legs. While the sun laughed at the exertions of the wind and the sky remained blissfully blue, we remained blissfully blown. And I'll have this one more, an unstitched world. Can we unstitch the world as it is, undo knitted sleeves, refashion the embroidery? Would it be better to leave it undone, a simple ball of yarn or spool of thread upon a tapestry of chaos and unmended socks that did not understand how to order itself into folds of tyranny and destruction, nor have the skill to knit itself into rows of oppression, nor patch its heels united against hope? So our last one, so that's a little dismal. Human nature. Trees bow before the wind, speaking to the sky as we too walk among forest saplings sprouting. To find ourselves in winding roots, we find ourselves reaching for branches, blowing airy seeds among pine and leaf, to land on fecund soil imprinted by our heels, sealed by moisture, pierced by emerging mushrooms, circling wood clearings, imagining dancing imps reclining among fungus as we find ourselves spinning in forest madness, flying in phantom forms in among highest pines, dining on rosehip ambrosia, our skin scaling down in particles as we climb upwards towards both sun and rain, feasting on clouds of light. We allow ourselves to become the day. We ourselves become the night. Thank you.
Oh my word! Thank you, Karen. Holy Lord, you really slayed my heart for beautiful words. In that last